Welcome into the Oklahoman's Video Studios for another edition of our River Sport Adventures. Alongside Mike Knopp, I'm Dave Morris. He is the Executive Director of the Oklahoma City Boathouse Foundation. Good to see you, sir.
Great to see you, Dave.
Successful weekend for you.
Yeah.
I think the line from the movie is we're going to need a bigger boat. You needed more tubes.
We need more boats.
We need more boats,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, I mean, we had a very successful showing of Jaws on Saturday night, and I was a little worried because, you know, we had the sudden rainstorm that came in about 4 o'clock on Saturday. We actually had to shut down.
Wasn't expecting that storm, and that was
neither were we.
It was a big storm.
Yeah, we were not either, and we had a lot of raft trips booked. It was a packed day, and we had to shut down because of the lightning. So we were kind of thinking that might kind of wash out Jaws, but no. People showed up in masses in the evening, so rain did clear just in time, and I've never seen so many people on the water down there as we had on Saturday night. Yeah.
That's great. If you build it, they will come, right?
They will,
or they'll float.
They will float, and unfortunately, we did run out of rafts and tubes and anything that will float. So we did pack the water, but we're going to do another showing in August. We'll have actually about 150 more tubes that'll be in by then. And we may do a double feature with Jaws too.
Good thinking.
But we do have The Last Jedi, Star Wars: The Last Jedi, coming up in a couple of weeks, and so we'll be ready for that one too. That should be a big one as well.
He mentioned some of the events coming up. Riversportokc.org has all your information, schedules, and passes as well. But let's recap. Stars and Stripes was this past weekend. There's the website right there. Yeah. Great looking site.
Yeah. Well, what a great event. Again, we've had kind of a lot of rain and storms in the last couple of weeks, and we kind of dodged those storms for the Stars and Stripes River Festival. We had a big storm overnight, then another one the next night. So it was a little challenging for staff getting things set up and ready, but it turned out great. We had a big crowd for the fireworks and the corporate racing. I think all the events went great. I think we probably better mention the results.
You mentioned the corporate racing, so that's hitting home right here. Our Greg Singleton, who's producing back in the booth, was on the winning team, as it turns out. Yes,
the Oklahoma Media Company did take first place, and I believe second as well.
Look at this compelling footage.
This is our rafting league championship, and boy, that was some skilled rafting right there.
Tell us more about this, how corporations can get involved, because like a lot of things, there's a lot of pride involved.
It's a lot of fun, and we're starting our next season up here real soon, and it'll culminate in the Oklahoma Regatta Festival at the at the end of September. So it is a great, not only is it a lot of fun, it's a great team building activity for with your coworkers, and it's healthy and burn a lot of calories training and getting ready for this. And so we've got our rafting league, our rowing league, and our dragon boat league as well. So
again, you can find more information about how to get involved in these various events and leagues at riversportokc.org. One other item of note from Stars and Stripes, the Austin Rowing Club trailer situation.
Yeah, they was very unfortunate. On their way up to the race here in Oklahoma City, they had a fire. Their trailer caught on fire, and unfortunately, their racing shells, a couple, they lost them, and that's difficult because those are very expensive and put them in a bind. So it was great to see the rowing community really bonding together and helping them out, and they didn't miss a race. We took care of them, and they had a great experience, and I think it was just a great sign of how that community really comes together, and we made it work for them, and they'll be back on the water, I'm sure, real soon with the outpouring of support. But yeah, that was a unfortunate situation for them.
Looking ahead to some upcoming events, is a busy week for you, including on the 4th of July, the Fourth Fest.
Yes, the Downtown Fourth Fest is on obviously on Wednesday, and this is the second year in a row that we will host the 4th of July fireworks show for downtown Oklahoma City. And so we're partnering with Prodigal, and we will have a spectacular fireworks show. I mean, they're going to have really large shells that are going to be fired off, so you can see them from all over, but obviously a great view in the Boathouse District. we're going to be open all day, starting at 11 with activities and rafting and all the adventures. And then at 4 p.m. we have some special activities starting for the Fourth Fest. Well, food trucks, we'll have a lot of lawn games and activities for the family. And then we'll have special pricing for $19 that'll include our Sky Trail and other activities in the evening, extreme water slides. And then you'll be able to go kayaking on the river. One of the cool things about the way they're shooting off these fireworks are actually being a different location from what we did at the Stars and Stripes River Festival, that you'll be able to float in a kayak in front of the Boathouse District and watch the fireworks. And so we'll be running kayaks, and we'll also offer pontoon boat rides. We've got these very large pontoon boats that will take people out to float and watch the fireworks as well. All of that will be available when you show up if you want to sign up for that. And there's information on our website as well. So it should be a really fun day for the family to come out. Plenty of parking and great views from all over the district.
I remember being out at the Boathouse District a couple years ago on the 4th of July when one Kevin Durant made an announcement.
Yeah.
Bit of a different story this time around.
Little different story, yes. Yeah, we've got with Paul George this year. I think we've certainly got a different vibe going this week. So.
Fourth Fest coming up on Wednesday, and again, that information can be found on their website. All sorts of activities throughout the day. This Friday, your Glow session returns with some local music. With
Hosty, yes, and that's really picking up steam. We had a great Glow last week as well. Last Friday, we opened our dog park. Had a lot of folks out with their dogs. It's a great setting, right along the river, and then to have live music as well. So we're gonna. We like to say that that's our time. We talk a lot about adventure and fitness and being active, and this is all about relax. Just come out and relax with Glow, and bring your dog if you like, or just hang out. So.
Mike Hosty, a longtime fixture in the local music scene around here. I mentioned it's a busy week for you. There was a story in the paper on Friday. Our William Crum reported about the Oklahoma City Boathouse Foundation, the City Council, and Advisory Board. That's part of your gig as Executive Director of the Oklahoma City Boathouse Foundation, is kind of guiding, steering, and talking with your civic peers about, hey, here's the direction that this could go in.
Sure. Well, we've had just tremendous momentum with what the development in the Boathouse District, and I think it's a great example. Other cities from around America have looked to Oklahoma City about how this has been a real model public-private partnership and how we've developed our river. And to have over $80 million in private investment combined with all of the MAPS investment and the city investment, it's really, and to create a whole landscape that is one of the premier urban aquatic venues in the country is really remarkable. And so we're trying to see, what's the next step and how do we keep going and keep building that momentum. I mean, the Boathouse Foundation is a nonprofit. We've done a lot to put all of this together in partnership with the city and our great generous corporate partners. And I think there's a lot on the horizon for private commercial development and a lot of things that we can do as we kind of mature and grow as an organization. And then also, as we look ahead, we have opportunities to continue to improve the district through additional, whether it be MAPS or surplus funds or things that will continue to add to the attraction. I think what we've proven is this is a real differentiator for Oklahoma City. This summer alone, we've talked about the events coming in, the paddle sports retailer show. We're thinking there's nearly over $20 million in economic impact that could be associated with the Boathouse District. And so we think that there's a lot that this district and river sport can do to advance Oklahoma City, and no other city has this. And so we're really trying to take all the right steps and continue to allow us to grow and mature and develop, and we're excited about the future. So.
You're quoted in the article as saying it helped change the image of the city. And I think to your point, you're 10 years in or beyond at this point, partnerships make a big difference, don't they?
They make a huge difference. We've had obviously a great relationship and partnership with Oklahoma City of Oklahoma City, but also all of these corporate partners that have been involved, foundations. It's one thing to activate the river, with getting people on the water, and also to have all these events and programs. And it's about, really, when it comes down to it, to me, it's about sort of changing the culture here, getting people active and getting people to see the river and to see maybe a different perspective on their own city in terms of being an active outdoor culture. And we feel like having a vibrant waterfront is a big part of that. And so, the grants, the corporations that have come involved and helped build these boathouses, it's been remarkable. And so we're looking forward to the next 10 years and to see where it's going to take us. So.
He's Mike Knopp, Executive Director of the Oklahoma City Boathouse Foundation. So 2 things: follow more coverage of various events and meetings happening in the Oklahoman and online at newsok.com. And then all the holiday events, Fourth Fest and Glow and beyond, at riversportokc.org. Mike, as always, appreciate your time.
Thank you, Dave.